welcome to Coaches in the Kitchen.
Cooking can be fun.
Hi guys, I've invited Coach Caleen over today, and together we're going to prepare one of our more popular lean and green recipes, the Chile Rellenos. I like boiling the chicken for this because it's shredded chicken, and I prefer prepping chicken this way because it's quick, it's easy cleanup, and it shreds really well, and you don't have to add any oil. We have the recipe easy to find on our Shape Up group page, and we have the ingredients out here. I want to point out that we have the whole green chilies. This is what it looks like, and I'm going to pull one out so you guys can take a look-see.
Looks like a green tongue.
Delicious. I joke. So, and then what we're going to be doing with these later, just to kind of skip ahead a little bit on method, is we are going to use kitchen scissors, and we're going to open them up almost like you would with like a manicotti pasta. We're going to be opening these up. We'll come back and do that a little bit later, and we're going to be filling these up and then adding cheese. It's really delicious. So the next ingredient are the egg whites.
Yeah. So, and one thing I love about this recipe too is if you're like me and sometimes forget to plan because your children take up your life a lot of the days, these are all ingredients that are easy to have on hand. So like the jar of the chilies are easy to just always have on hand. Most people have eggs. I sometimes will get the egg white carton so that I don't even have to like try to get the egg yolk out. And then you can just always have it prepared. And like Shannon was saying, if you don't have chicken on hand or it's not de-thawed, you can even use a rotisserie chicken to shred it up, which sometimes I'll do if I'm in a pinch, or I'll just skip the chicken altogether and make it vegetarian style.
I've also had some clients use canned chicken, kind of like canned tuna, but we know fresh is always best, so that's what we're going to show you today. Can you show me how you do the egg whites with the cradling method?
So yeah, it's really simple, but if you want it to be even easier, and if you're like me and I kind of feel bad wasting the yolk, I buy the carton.
You buy the cartons?
Yeah, it's cleaner.
You're a champion. I love what you said about how these ingredients are easy to have on hand, and I want to say that that's probably why I make this recipe a lot.
Yeah, and my kids like it. That whole nonsense that my kids won't eat it, guess what? They will, especially if you make them. If there's no other option, they're going to figure it out. My kids actually really like this one.
You know what I do to get the kids to eat healthier is I have dinner ready when they get home from school, and we eat dinner early.
That's a good one.
And then
because then they're hungry.
Yeah. Let's see if the water's ready.
Okay.
Not quite yet. Okay. A watched pot never boils. So we're going to do something fun. I have a surprise for Caleen today. Do you know this gal? Do you know this gal?
That is beautiful.
Aren't you happy that I dug this beauty up? You know what I love about this Caleen is that this is you.
Yeah, that's tired Caleen.
This is tired Caleen. This is Caleen's before. This represents her before she came to partner with us in health. Tell us a little bit about this.
So I don't have a big weight loss story, but I do have a passion for health and helping others get healthy. And part of that stems from when I was younger, I had a lot of young girls have it, those body image issues that start when we're really young, that we're not thin enough or pretty enough or whatever lies we want to believe. And so I had struggled with anorexia and bulimia and any of the, I don't know, eating disorder type things. I had like a nice little cocktail of all of them at one point. But after therapy and all those years of working through all that heart stuff, I overcame that. But part of why I think I love coaching is because even though I don't have like the weight loss struggle, I have had to overcome some poor habits and some poor, I don't know, the way I processed things in health. And so while I don't totally, I can't say I know what it's like to lose 50 pounds or to carry 25 extra pounds, I do know what it's like to feel in bondage to something that has control over you and not really know how to come over that hump. So I love being able to help people kind of over that hump. And then I had gotten over the hump in this picture, but this picture is a little bit more, I think we're boiling.
They're almost boiling.
This picture is a little bit more of a different habit of health that I hadn't quite mastered. And this was when I was working at Nike full time and I had 2 kids and an hour commute there and back. And so I was not balanced. I was probably over-exercising, under-eating a little bit, just not intentionally, but just because I was working so much, and then not sleeping enough. And so that's what that looks like. And then I got to have the privilege of becoming a health coach and meeting Shannon, and I have a lot more time freedom now. And I get to sleep, and I get to exercise when I want to, and it feels better.
I love that the transformation that we're all on here, you guys, it doesn't all look the same. Yeah. The number is a variable, but the struggle is the same, and I love how together we don't struggle, we contend, and Caleen is such an example of that. How she's taken us through what she's experienced, what you've experienced as a young woman. We can all relate to that. Becoming just self-aware of our body image and all that. The comparisons we do as women, and men too. I don't want to leave you guys out. I just can't speak for you. But it's such a privilege to work with Caleen because she does have a passion. She's also a personal trainer. Mm-hmm. And and it's the healthy mind part, like you were saying, that we have that self-image and those limiting beliefs. Yeah. And it starts with us getting healthy. So this Caleen, this is still you. If it wasn't for her, you wouldn't be the woman you are now.
True.
And isn't it exciting that we get to be the future versions of ourselves together here in this community? So I think the water is ready.
All right, so let's put the chicken in. And then remember, you weigh your chicken after it's cooked, not before.
And this recipe calls for 3.5 ounces of cooked, finely shredded chicken. I forgot to say, I do not like to cook, and I'm not a very good cook. So for me, to be able to do this says a lot about how easy it is. Okay, so while we're waiting for the chicken, should we go ahead and work on the rest of the method?
Yeah.
Of this? Okay.
All right. So we sprayed our pan. We used just like olive oil spray from Trader Joe's so that our things do not stick.
Okay, we need 10 ounces. We need 10 ounces of cheese, and I have not weighed it yet.
Okay, you show me how you do this.
Here, hand me the scale. Yeah. So I love this scale. I'm not all about product placement, but this scale, it's fun to use, and even my kids like to use it. I think I got it on Amazon. It's Taylor. And I want to show you guys how to use a scale. I'll do it this way so you guys can see. I'm going to turn it on, and then it'll zero out. And then when you use a plate and you're weighing something, you don't want the weight of the plate to be calculated with the food. So you put the plate on, zeroes it out, so that the plate isn't part of the weight of whatever it is you're weighing. So we want to have how much cheese? 12 ounces.
Oh, we're close.
Oh yeah. So there's our 12 ounces of cheese.
All right, so now we're just gonna add in our seasoning. So it's garlic powder and onion powder. It's a teaspoon, so I'm gonna do this.
It smells good.
It does smell good.
Don't you guys appreciate the flavors in our food so much more now that we're healthier? And we don't even need that much, you know? I love that so much.
All right, so it's a teaspoon of both, so that's easy. Once the chicken's done, we add the chicken.
Okay, so
and then we mix it all together.
So we can set this aside,
and then we can start to get the peppers ready. So Shannon was really, I don't know, a little cleaner about it than I am. I usually just take them out, dump them upside down because they still have some liquid, and then I'll just tear it.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of using the scissors.
Okay.
One less thing to wash.
I like this. And they're so easy to do
They're so easy because they already have their own kind of built-in seams. So I think it's 12, 12 chilies that we use. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, gotta get more in here.
So it looks like the chicken's almost ready. So how about we get the egg whites going and we'll put all this together.
Okay, so we just have to add a teaspoon, or is it a half a teaspoon? A half a teaspoon of the cream of tartar to the egg whites, and then we whip them up until they're fluffy. And then once the chicken's done, we'll add it to the cheese, and then we're gonna pour this egg white over the chilies.
Get going, girl.
This takes a hot minute, fair warning.
I love it.
5.
This is the fun part.
A little more there, right?
See the peaks?
Oh.
Those are peaks. The kids love this.
Okay.
They always want to taste it though. I don't recommend.
Okay, so we took the chicken out, and then you just take your 2 forks and you shred it. Shred, shred, shred. And then we're gonna have to weigh it because we wanna make sure we only have 3 ounces on here. So, okay, Shannon, let's do
I already
this thing
did
again.
I think I already, here, I'll let you do it.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
Do it once.
Okay.
Watch me do
it.
it.
Wait. Okay.
We do
See,
it.
look, I'm already failing. On.
You're not feeling. Zero it out.
Okay, so we want 3 ounces.
Oh, that
is too much.
See, like I said, it's a very, not a lot of chicken in here.
No, it's not. Which is why it's nice to shred it pretty finely.
So you get a little bit in every bite.
All right, so then we're gonna add it to our cheese and our spices.
Let me move this for you.
Sometimes I do this.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah,
get the hands
just
in
really
there.
get in there.
Yeah, you cleaned your hands, right?
I did.
You washed? Okay,
It'll
good.
cook off. It's all good.
That's good. Okay, whip the egg whites on high. I did that.
Okay.
Way past that.
So now we take a tablespoon. Uh-oh. Is my tablespoon? Oh, it's
I
behind
moved
you.
it. See, I clean as I go. Do you guys clean as you go, or do you clean at the end? We'll have to do a poll.
I clean at the end, which is not good, actually. Okay, so then you do just a tablespoon. You're gonna open up your pepper, plop it in, and then just kind of spread it evenly throughout.
So cinchy.
Yeah.
There's a word for you.
Okay, spread it. Okay, so this always happens to me where there's extra cheese left over that doesn't necessarily fit into the peppers. So when I fill each pepper, I try to make sure I grab the chickeny pieces to go inside, and so what's left is just a little bit of cheese. So then I'll take the last bit of it and I just kind of sprinkle it over the top because we don't want to waste any of the things we're able to have, right? Okay, so now we just add the egg whites. See how they're nice and whipped and they go into those peaks? That's what we want. And then you put it on top.
Oh my gosh, that looks so pretty. See, eating healthy doesn't have to be just salads and boiled chicken.
No.
I mean, we did boil the chicken here today, but it's savory, it's gooey, it's yummy, it's very satisfying. And so you can rock your goals and still feel really satisfied and not deprived.
And then you also, just make sure you kind of press the chilies into the egg whites so that they're well covered. Bam.
Yeah.
So cover with foil, 30 minutes. Then we're gonna pop the temperature up, put it back in with no foil on.
And then we get to eat.
We'll share the final product soon. I think they're ready.
Okay, let me get my oven mitts real quick. Here we go. Chile Relleno smells so good. I smell the garlic and I smell the chiles, and they're very mild. So don't be afraid to serve this to your children. They're very cheesy and lots of protein, and of course we know lean and green, right? This is 4 servings. So what I like to do is I kind of just imagine it like this. Those are 4 really hearty sized servings. So this is a great recipe to have if you're really wanting to have a volume. And again, it freezes really well. I gotta admit, on the nights that I don't want to cook and I know I have some of this in the freezer, I'm like, oh goody, I get to have some leftover chili rellenos tonight. So here we go. Let's see how this will look. Let's see. It's kind of crusty on the top. It looks like I've got like 2 good rellenos in there. I really go for the cheese first. Isn't it funny? Like, what bite would you do first? The cheese or the crusty top or the chili? I'm all about the cheese. I hope it's not going to burn my mouth, but I can't wait to eat it. You can't. It's great. Oh, hey, by the way, make sure to comment below. Let me know how you liked it, what bite you took first, and also let me know if you prefer the vegetarian option or if you like the chicken.